Another good day, and it's a good day to make something pretty for the kitchen, and that's what I'm going to do today. My name is Beth Stamp. I am an independent designer with Couture, and you have made your way to the Chalk Club. We are going to make something pretty today, and if you've watched any of the earlier videos this week, you can see this is my escape from homeschooling my children. So everybody is in quarantine, everybody is kind of locked down. I am crafting my way through this quarantine and through our catalog. It's a nice excuse to get a lot more projects done. That's all I can say. If this is the first time you're watching me, please put a number 1 in the comments so I can welcome you. If you've seen me before, put a number 2. If you are a member of hashtag Team Chalk Club, you guys know what to do. Hashtag Team Chalk Club in the comments. And you never know, guys, the team wins prizes, so you never know. All right, so here's what we're gonna do. This is a super cute pantry sign. There's lots of parts to it. We are not using all the parts today. Today, we are only using pantry open 24/7, as well as the spoon and the fork. And this is our 12 by 18 Odette chalkboard, okay? A little bit different than a regular chalkboard, but the important part is it's reusable. All of our chalk paste is water soluble. So the chalk paste goes on wet and it dries hard to the touch. So it is smear proof, smudge proof until you want to take it off, and then you can spray water on it and take it right off. It's amazing. It's amazing. So today we're going to use 2 colors. We're going to use black and I always want to call it midnight sky, but it's morning sky, light blue. And we're going to take our transfer trimmers and cut this transfer apart. There are little cut lines on here to make it nice and easy, and just use the parts we want. These are reusable silk screen transfers, and they can be used 8 to 12 times when you take good care of them. And you take good care of them by washing them when you're done using them. I just wash mine in the sink, and I use a board eraser, which I don't know if I have one over here. I think I do. Yeah, this one's a little worse for the wear, but you get the idea. And I just wash both sides of it and then put it back on the backer sheet and use it again. So you can make different signs, different configurations. That's the beauty of this. You can really do a lot of neat things. Also, in addition to our chalk, we have ink. So we will do an ink project later, not today, but this week we'll do something with ink. And I'll show you how you can use the same transfer with our ink on, say, a t-shirt or a tea towel and make something really cute. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. First thing we do is we fuzz our transfer. And fuzzing the transfer is essentially taking this, we have a fuzzing cloth. It's microfiber on one side and terry cloth on the other. And basically what you're doing is just picking up a little bit of fuzz, because these transfers are really, really sticky when they are brand new. Peel it off the backer sheet, and then depending on the level of sticky, and this one's pretty sticky. I mean, you can see my finger's pretty stuck to it. I'm gonna do this 2 or 3 times, pick up a little bit of fuzz. And the reason we're doing this is because when you lay this down on a nice flat surface like the chalkboard, it could stretch when you go to pick it up. Or if you're using a different surface, probably shouldn't throw that on the floor yet because we're not done, such as wood or something like that, you can run into trouble with it picking up little pieces of your surface. And that's never a good thing. It's just not. And we're going to do our best here to center this. But if you watch me for any length of time, you know I don't do perfect. Not in this house. We're not, we do our best, but we don't do perfect. Let me just see. I'm gonna move it over just a little bit. And that's the beauty of this. This is not like traditional vinyl that you put it down once with your transfer sheet and then you can't get it up again. That is also a bad day. You have to kind of start over with that. Nobody likes that. Let's get this and try to get it somewhat straight. Okay. And then you just readjust it as needed to make sure you get a nice flush. You want it to be nice and flush. And if you see any little air bubbles, especially where the silk screen is, you just pick that part up, pull it tight, get the air bubble out. The air bubble will make in the silk screen area will make this kind of weird spot with the chalk, which is fixable, by the way. But okay, so there's the first part. There's pantry. Okay, and we're gonna do, that is super crooked. I just got finished saying I wasn't gonna be perfect about this, but it's so crooked. I just can't leave it. I just can't. So I'm gonna just gently lower this a little bit and see if we can't get that just a tad. That's much better. Okay. It was too crooked. And here's the thing. So let's say you get this whole project down and you're like, you get the chalk on and then you go and you peel it off and you look at it and you're like, oh my gosh, that was so crooked. Then wash it off and start over. That's the beauty of this. You do not have to be an expert crafter to make beautiful things for your home. All of our transfers come ready to use. You do not need a special machine. You don't need special tools. You know, if you've ever worked with a cutting machine, there's no weeding, none of that stuff. All right, so we're gonna use black on this part. Your chalk paste should be about the consistency of Greek yogurt. So if your paste is a little bit dry, add some distilled water to it. Make sure you use distilled water, not regular water, because there's all kinds of particulates and whatnot in the water, and it could cause your paste to grow mold, and that would not be good. So I always recommend you use distilled water. And this paste jar in particular has lasted me a very long time. They're good for 6 months after you open them, but I mean, you work through them. If you're doing projects fairly regularly, you'll work through them. But I've had this paste, I feel like I've had it the full 6 months, and I use a lot of paste. You just don't need much to do these projects. You do have to work fairly quickly when you're doing this. You can't let it sit. If you walk away from it and let it dry in the transfer, it is going to stay in the silk screen. It's gonna peel up with it. It's gonna make you sad. Don't do that. Work quickly to get your project done. Get all that nice excess paste back, put it right back in the jar, save it for another day, another project. And then now let's peel this up. Perfection. Okay, here's the transfer. You can still see through the silk screen. The black paste might stain the teal part of your transfer. Do not worry about it. It's still perfect. As long as the silk screen is not clogged and the back is still sticky, you are in good shape. So here's our project so far. And like I said, chalk paste dries quick. So you want to make sure that this part is all dry before you go and do anything else with it. And so just to save us a little bit of time, I'm gonna blow dry it, which take about 30 seconds, maybe less. That way, when we go to use our cute little fork and spoon, and we lay this down, even though it is probably not gonna overlap, I just like to make sure that my project is dry before I move on to a piece where it could overlap. And so we're gonna take these two pieces. And remember, you can mix and match transfers. So if you have another transfer and you're like, oh my gosh, the fork and the spoon will look so cute with that, then use the fork and the spoon with a different transfer. Use it on a t-shirt, use it on a tea towel. There's so many things. Go to my website, which is chalkclubinsiders.com, and you can see a ton of projects that we've done there. I also put everything up on YouTube. So if you're watching on YouTube, this broadcast, I can't see comments. I always forget to mention that. I can't see the comments because this is being broadcast in 4 different places all at once. And I have to go back and answer comments after. So if you're commenting and I can't see you, I'm sorry. And I'm just going to lay this one down. And I'll lay the fork down. Hopefully we'll get fairly consistent with our placement. And we'll do the fork next. You can see these projects are quick. They're meant to be quick. There are some projects that we have that take longer. There are lots of pieces and they are lots and lots of fun. Lately, with the kids being home, trying to do all the things with everybody home in the house, I've been leaning more towards the really quick projects. I'm sure you can relate. I'm sure somebody can relate. It's a crazy, crazy time. For sure. Okay. Let's see. I'm gonna look at this and see. Not too bad. So that's the beginning of it. And then what we're gonna do is I'm gonna use the Pretty Morning Sky paste. We'll do the first one and then the second one, and then this project is done. Okay. And I put way too much paste on here. That's okay, because I'm gonna put all of it right back in the jar. Even if you color outside the lines with this, you can take a damp paper towel, clean up the little excess. I do it all the time. Do not have to be an expert crafter to make pretty things. Anybody can do this. My 4-year-old can do some of the easy projects. We did a video together the other day where we were making a memory game for him. It was really cute. He had fun. He likes to, we do that at least once a day. He likes to play that. Since he can't go to preschool right now, gotta keep ourselves busy, right? Okay. And if you are interested in trying Couture, but you're not really sure where to start, I have some little mini kits. There's a post up on the page about mini kits. And there's our fork and our spoon. And I love it. I love it. How cute is that? How easy, right? Woo! So we'll put this up in the kitchen. I think it'll be cute right above the pantry door, maybe on the pantry door. I'm not sure. If you have questions, put them in the comments. Let me know where you're watching from. I'm always curious. And I hope that you guys are doing well. And I will see you back tomorrow with another project. Bye.